Hello folks, this time I'll go over some examples of radical equations. What do we mean by a radical equation? By a radical equation, what we mean is an equation that involves any kind of radicals. Like for example, 2x equals square root of 21 minus 5x. This is example of a radical equation. It involves a radical. So how do we solve this problem? You have a square root and you can get rid of that one every time by squaring. So how do we solve this one? You square both sides first. And the left side I have 2x squared, which is going to be, you see if you square that one you will get 4x squared, equals to on the right side the square and the square cancel, so we got 21 minus 5x. See, this was a radical equation. Now this becomes a quadratic, but at the end just there's an important step that you have to take. Just be careful. That's all. So you can move that 5x to the left side. I have 4x squared plus 5x, and move that 21 to the left side, which is going to be negative 21 equals to 0. So I just simply move that one to the left side and move that one to the left side. So that becomes negative 21 and that becomes plus 5x. Now if you get stuck, you can use quadratic formula, but I'm going to use the AC method for this problem. So let's see if it can be factored. Look at AC, which is just 4 times negative 21, which is negative 84. Now I'm looking for two factors of negative 84. Don't forget there's like 3 and 7 and 21. Just like you have 4, and then you have negative 4, and then you have 3, and then you have a 7. So you look for two factors of and you can go further. It's like negative 2 times 2 times 3 times 7. If you want to factor more, but you're going to be trying. It's going to be trial and error. You'll try to find two numbers whose product is negative 84 and whose sum is just 5. You may just check them. You can just list them. But if you see, you have here 12 and 7, and the difference of 12 and 7 is 5. So it's negative, so that's why you're looking at the difference. So if I break this down as 12 and negative 7, that should work. The sum will be 5. So that works. Okay, so you find AC, then you look for two factors of that AC number, negative 84, whose sum is the coefficient of the middle term. Now I break this down as 4x squared plus 12x minus 7x minus 21 equals 0. See, like that's how you break that down, by looking at the breakdown right in here. You're applying that to here. Now you use factor by grouping. Take the first two and take the last two. Try to factor out as much as possible from the first two, like the greatest common factor. So I can factor out a 4x, and I'll have x plus 3. Here's just the same thing. If you factor out a negative 7, you get x plus 3 equals 0. So we got the same factors. So I'll factor out the same factor, x plus 3. So I got 4x minus 7 times x plus 3 equals 0. See now easy we factored that one. Really, if you use quadratic formula, you will get the same answer for this problem. Now, we look at the zeros of those two factors. 4x plus minus 7 equals 0. So we got 4x equals 7. So x should be 7 over 4. That's the first one. Or, clearly like x plus 3 equals 0 implies x equals negative 3. Now the final part is really important. You have to check these numbers in original equation. Because you squared them, actually you change its domain. So see in here you have some restrictions because you have a radical. So whatever you plug in the radical, it should be positive, but in the second line you have a quadratic that you can plug in whatever you like. So it changed. So anyways, like you can check it in this way. If it's a radical equation, you have to check it at the end on the original equation. Let's plug in the first one. X equals 7 over 4. In the original equation. So it's going to be 2 times 7 over 4. Is that equal to square root of 21 minus 5 times 7 over 4? So easily you can check this by using a calculator. On the left side, you will have, see those will cancel, 14 over 4 is going to be 3.5. And is that equal to, on the right side under the radical, you will have 21 minus, that's going to be 35 over 4. You can just write it in a decimal. It's going to give you 12.25. And that works. It's really the domain issue. You have a positive number under the radical, so it works. So this is a solution. 7 over 4, that's a solution. So let's check the other one. X equals negative 3. So we have 2 times negative 3. You can clearly see that. A radical will never be equal to negative number. Is that equal to square root of 21 minus 5 times negative 3. So we got negative 6 on the left side, and on the right side we have square root of 36. But square root of 36 is actually positive 6. So this doesn't work. It's not correct. So this one is not a solution. So you don't take that one. So the only solution for this equation will be 7 over 4. So that's what you need to do for radical equations. Please, this is so important. You can easily miss a solution. Actually, we call that negative 3 an extraneous solution. But if you look at the solutions to the original problem, that's just 7 over 4. You don't include negative 3, that's not a solution. Here's the second example. So you have again a radical, and the idea is clear. You square both sides. So square both sides. But in this one, just be careful. The left side is fine. It's going to be 4 minus 3x. But on the right side, please folks, that's an x plus 8. You can't take the right x squared plus 6. That needs a FOIL. It's going to be x plus 8 squared, which is going to be x plus 8 times x plus 8. So you either use FOIL, or if you really know the formula of this, you can just apply that one. So that's going to be x squared plus 8x plus another 8x plus a 64. So what you come up with is 4 minus 3x equals to x squared plus 16x plus 64. Now, move these two numbers to the left side. I can write it as like this, negative 4 plus 3x, and that's going to be plus 3x and minus 4. See, like 4 goes to this side as negative and 3x goes as positive. So we have 0 equals to, these all cancel. If 0 equals to x squared plus 19x plus 60. Now, can I find two factors of 60 whose sum is 19? 12 and 5 doesn't work, 17, but 15 and 4 works. Their sum is 19. So that's going to be 0 equals x plus 15 times x plus 4. So we got two solutions. X equals negative 15 or x equals negative 4. Now we need to check this. It's a rational equation, so let's check them. So if x equals negative 15, so square root of 4 minus 3 times negative 15, is that equal to negative 15 plus 8? Now that's going to be 45 plus 4, so it's like square root of 49. Is that equal to negative 7? No, because square root of 49 is actually 7. So that means this negative 15 is an extraneous solution. I can write that. Extraneous solution. It's not an actual solution, so you don't include this one. It's not an actual solution. So it's like an extra solution coming from the domain problem. The second equation is that solution, but the original equation is not. So you can check negative 4, which is going to be square root of 4 minus 3 times negative 4. Is that equal to negative 4 plus 8? See, that's going to be square root of 16 equals to 4. That works. So the solution for this problem is only -4. That 15 is not a solution. So I hope this video is clear about these radical equations. I just included 2 basic examples. Hope you like it, and I hope it helps you. So thanks for watching. Have a nice one. Bye.